Communities have been present throughout the entirety of history, from humans living in villages together to share resources in ancient times, to animals living in herds for safety and food. Communities have always existed throughout time. The recent invention of the internet has allowed many online communities to sprout around different topics. Additionally, social media giants have allowed people to connect from all over the world and communicate, helping people who have trouble connecting socially. However, technical aspects of the online world, such as anonymity, has led to cyberbullying and child predators, both of which are becoming increasingly important topics, especially among children and in schools. Online communities began as early as the 70s with email discussion lists and massively multiplayer online games. From the 2000s onwards, notable social media platforms such as Facebook, Reddit, Tumblr, and Twitter have become major hubs for online communities to share and gather in. However, these platforms do not require users to use real names. As a result, anonymity has caused issues of people intentionally harassing others under a false guise. Additionally, anonymity has allowed predators to infiltrate places specifically made for children and attempt to lure them into dangerous situations. The security of being anonymous online is considered as a fundamental necessity in the protection of a user's private information. However, allowing these users to feel safe from real-life repercussions has opened up the gate for those with ill intent to wreak havoc on many online spaces. This is evident by a case of online defamation, where the perpetrator was left off the hook and a civil rights agency responded with, "When can someone be convicted of a crime solely because of what they said?" Furthermore, relationships between humans always required a physical and emotional element, while technological advances such as the internet can offer a sense of disconnection that creates feelings of empowerment. This aids the transition of crime and deviant behavior in cyberspace. Essentially, digital spaces remove several aspects of crime prevention, including adequate guardianship, motivation, and suitable targets. So with the lack of censorship and an abundance of freedom, when are the online communities reputable and helpful when they are dangerous and destructive? Despite the dark sides of the internet, there are many ways which the internet and online communities have proved their worth. A prominent example of the positive side of online communities is when they help individuals facing isolation, whether physical or social. As Faraj et al. Explains, online communities are paving the way for new types of collaboration and new forms of socializing. This has many positive side effects, ranging from keeping ties with relations that live a distance to the ability to create projects and create connections with people on a global scale. In relevance to the current global issues, online communities have been the main source of socialization for everyone during the pandemic and its required self-isolation. BBC's Beckett discusses in film the creation of pop-up online communities which aid local communities and high-risk individuals during COVID-19. Individual identities work together and volunteer to support others. Essentially, this is one of the pros to online communities and a win for humanity by the individuals participating in them. The debate between the pros and cons of online socialization are not encompassable within one simple digital exploration alone. With millions of potential users comes the same number of potential risks and the repercussions of being part of the online world. What is inadmissible is the suitability of our changing world and views. As exemplified recently through COVID, while it may be near impossible to determine why some online entities experiencing isolation and loneliness or lack of community choose to spread negativity over positivity with their online patronage, what can be reinforced through the very same tools technology provides us is access to self-reflect on our presence within and outside of cyberspace, without the associated peer pressure that physical presence demands.